name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So welcome back to my channel. Today is another episode of my Sunday sewing catch up, and we're on episode 57. As usual, I've got my notebook full of lots of things that I wanted to share with you today. And before we dive into all of that, I'll let you know what I'm wearing. I am actually wearing a top that I shared not too long ago. It's a Tilly and the Buttons Freya top, long sleeves, ready for autumn. And then I've got a new necklace on, which I'm going to talk about in this video. And then I've just got it paired with my, who's the pattern designer? Anna Allen Persephone trousers in some choco denim that I got as part of a blog make for Felicity Fabrics. So I've just got it tucked in. There's the trousers. They're really comfortable to wear, fairly wide legged, and they stop sort of at just below my ankle. We've got the button fly, which is just there, and then there's little pockets here, and then I've got belt loops, and then this jersey fabric was from Felicity Fabrics. I think they've still got some in stock, so if they have, I'll link it down below. And Felicity Fabrics have still got their choco denim in stock as well. And don't forget, because I blog for them, you can get 10% off your order. You can use that code whenever and as many times as you like. And the code is Liz10. So do make sure you use that code if you buy fabric from them. So that is what I'm wearing. Before I dive into all the things that I wanted to share with you today, I just wanted to say a massive thank you. I am working my way slowly through all of the comments on my last Sunday sewing catch up. But I just wanted to say a massive thank you for all the lovely comments. I really did appreciate every single one of them. It was really kind of you all to leave me such lovely messages, and I got loads of messages on Instagram as well. I think it is really important to share the sort of downside of social media, and I know as a vlogger, as someone that shares quite openly on Instagram, I know that I kind of set myself up for negative comments. But as I said last week, when it's a comment that's about your body and the way that you look, then it kind of sticks with you a little bit more. But I just want to say thank you to everybody. In my last video, I was still feeling it a little bit, so I wasn't my usual happy jolly self, but I've brushed myself off. It's half term and I've got loads and loads of plans, and I cannot wait to dive back into doing some sewing. And I have been able to do a little bit of sewing in the last week, and I've got a few things to share with you, so I'm really excited. But I just wanted to say a massive thank you. I really do appreciate all your kindness and all of your support. So it's not going to put me off sharing my sewing, and it's not going to put me off vlogging either. So I am back. I'm feeling a little bit more excited about sewing. So I have been able to do a little bit of sewing. I had the sagebrush top that I was still finishing off. I'm really pleased to say that I have managed to finish it, and I have got it. Where is it? Where did I put it? Aha, it's here. So I still had a little bit left to do with this sagebrush top. I can't remember where I got the fabric from. I think it was from Fabric Revival actually. This gorgeous sort of light cotton fabric that had animals all over it and leaves and trees. And then it had this really subtle sort of pinstripe going down as well. So I still needed to do the bias binding, I still needed to hem, and I still needed to insert the elastic. So I have done all of that. So I've just got the bias binding around the neckline, and then it fastens at the back. And then you get this gorgeous little opening there. And then I've just put elastic in the sleeve. I don't like the sleeve being really tight on my arm, so I always have a little bit of a gap. So I always make the elastic slightly baggier than it needs to be. And then I have hemmed it at the bottom. I don't do as deep a hem as they recommend. I prefer a hem that, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, sort of a fairly narrow hem, but I do turn it up twice on the inside. So I'm really looking forward to getting lots and lots of wear out of this. And in fact, I think this top would go really nicely with these jeans, just tucked in and slightly billowy. I think that would be a really cute look. So I'm looking forward to wearing that. And actually, I think I would be able to wear it with like a long sleeve top underneath when it's a little bit chilly, and also with a cardigan, especially the grab a cuppa cardigan. I've found that that is the perfect cardigan pattern when you've got voluminous sleeves. So I'm really pleased that I've got that finished. And then the next one, I really wanted to get this finished in time for Halloween. And it's Halloween when schools return. So I think I might wear this when we go back. Just to say, my ghost jumper, I'll put a picture in of it now. Lola's stolen it. She had a mufti day on Friday, and it was like a Halloween mufti day where they could go in their own clothes. and she decided that she wanted to wear the ghost jumper. So she popped the ghost jumper on, and then she's got a pair of dungarees that she popped on with it, and she's worn it pretty much every day since. So I don't think I'm going to get that ghost jumper back. So I'm pleased that I got another Halloween make finished. So I got this gorgeous sort of retro, sort of Halloweeny themed, it's quite subtle Halloween fabric from Stitch and Ink. It was a remnant piece, and I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get the Anthea blouse out of it. But what I had to do, and I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, like see on here, but I just shortened the length of the sleeve. So it's a slightly shorter, still voluminous puff sleeve, but it's just a slightly shorter sleeve length. And I'm really pleased with this. The Anthea blouse is one of my favourite blouse patterns. I love that poofy sleeve. I love the neckline, and the neckline's finished with bias binding. It's buttoned down the front, and it's got a slightly curved hem, which I really love as well. But it's that sleeve detail that I absolutely love. So I wasn't sure what buttons to use with this fabric because it's quite a busy fabric. But when I was going through my button stash, I had these gorgeous buttons from Buffin, what's it called? They're vintage buttons, and they've got this really gorgeous little sort of cutout detail. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. But that sort of pale pink goes really nicely with that fabric. And I think they sort of blend into the background, but then when you get close enough, you get that really gorgeous sort of detail from the button. So I'm really pleased that I had those buttons to add to the shirt. And like I said, it's got that curved hem on the bottom. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm really, really excited about wearing this. Again, I think this would go really nicely with the jeans that I've got on, but I also think this would go really nicely with my black dungarees, my Yanta overalls, which are by far my most worn pair of dungarees in the autumn. I absolutely love them. I love the Yantas, and actually one of my plans for this half term is a pair of Yanta overalls. So I'm pleased I've got that finished in time for Halloween. I think I would wear it outside of Halloween because it's not too Halloweeny. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, that fabric. And I'm really pleased that I managed to use it for the Anthea blouse. And then the other make that I wanted to get finished was another South Bank sweater. It's a bit of white fluff on there, and it was using this velour sort of corduroy effect stretch fabric. I can't remember where I got this from, but I bought this thinking that it was just a needle cord or a corduroy fabric, and then when it arrived, it's got a lot of stretch to it, so it just wouldn't work for the dungarees that I wanted to make. So I kept it in my stash for ages, thought I might turn it into like a loungewear set for my husband, but then I rediscovered the Nina Lee South Bank sweater dress, which I absolutely love. So I decided to turn this into the South Bank sweater dress, and that's exactly what I've done. So it's the dress version, it's got the collar detail, it's got the cuffs. It's going to be really tricky to show this because it's a purple fabric. It's got the cuffs, and then you've also got the hemband on the bottom. The South Bank sweater dress does have the option for pockets, but I've always found that the pockets don't look particularly great in the South Bank sweater dress on me. That's my personal preference. I always leave the pockets out of the dress. I feel like it sort of distorts the shape, and then if I ever put anything in the pockets, I feel like it just makes that area look really sort of bulky. So I never include pockets when I'm sewing the South Bank. And to be honest, when I'm wearing this sort of dress, I don't really want pockets. I just want to feel really snuggly and really cozy and warm. So I tend to wear sort of a jacket over the top or a cardigan that's got pockets. But I'm really pleased with that one. I think this is going to be perfect for not just the autumn, but also the winter. This feels so lovely and snuggly and soft, and I think it's just going to keep me nice and cozy. So I'm excited about getting lots of wear out of that one as well. And also because it's dark, I can wear it to work, and if I get anything on me, hopefully it won't show up too much on that gorgeous fabric. Purple's an unusual colour for me as well. It's quite a dark colour. I don't have a huge amount of this sort of plum purple in my wardrobe, but I really like it, and I'm really pleased that that is another fabric out of my stash, and it's been turned into something that I'm going to get loads of wear out of. So that's everything that I've been sewing this week. I have definitely got tons and tons of plans for this half term, so I've got a whole week ahead of me. I've got plans to pop into school to tweak a few things and have a bit of a tidy up without the children being there. But other than that, I'm really excited about getting stuck into some sewing. So I will talk at the end of this video what my sewing plans are for half term. Always lots and lots of plans. The next thing I'll talk about is this gorgeous necklace that I'm wearing. And this is another necklace from the lovely Lucy, who is Smile and Make. This is a gorgeous autumnal sort of pumpkin necklace. So it's the pumpkin in the middle, ever so slightly sparkly. I don't know if you can see that. And then there's some leaves either side. And I've just got it on with this polo neck or mock turtleneck jumper. And I just thought this went really nicely with sort of the sage green and the white stripes. And it adds another really nice detail to an outfit. I don't know if there's any more of these necklaces left, but I will link Smile and Make down below because Lucy does lots and lots of collections. I just bought the fox in a snow globe necklace, and then Lucy said that she had a few more of these going, and I'd wanted to get a pumpkin necklace for ages, so I went and bought one. I need to stop now because I have got quite a lot of necklaces, but if Lucy does any more in the future, I'm definitely going to ask for them for Christmas or my birthday. And then talking about pumpkins, the next thing I wanted to share with you is some really cute pumpkin fabric that I got from Hey So Sister. It is so adorable. As soon as I saw it, I knew I needed some. I thought it would make a really cute dress. I have got a pumpkin dress that I made last year using fabric from Faye Studio Jepson, and I made I want to say a Deer and Doe Myosotis, but I don't think it was a Myosotis. I think it was an indigo dress that I made. I'll put pictures in. And then Hey So Sister, and to be honest, quite a few fabric shops have shared this fabric, but it was Hey So Sister who shared it first, so that's where I got it from. It is so adorable. Look at all those pumpkins and squash with all the really cute little faces. I've got some fruity fabric that I got from Hey So Sister in a similar sort of style with all the different fruit, and then they've all got little faces. And then they've brought out this gorgeous vegetable one. This is going to become, I think, a Deer and Doe Myosotis dress. I don't know if I'll do like the ruffle on the sleeve, because I'll definitely wear this with a long sleeve top underneath just to keep me nice and warm. But I couldn't resist this fabric. It's so cute. I got 2.5 meters, so I definitely got enough to turn it into the Deer and Doe Myosotis. And that's going to be one of my half-term projects because I want to wear this when I go back to school. We've been learning about harvest with the children, and I wore my fruity themed dress with happy sort of faces of fruit all over it. I wore that last week because we were talking about harvest and we were singing a couple of songs with the children. So I really want to get this turned into a dress so I can wear it to school next week. I think the children will really love seeing all the different pumpkins and faces. So cute. I'm really excited about that dress. So the next fabric is moving away from Halloween and autumn and thinking very much about Christmas. I know it might seem a little bit soon to be thinking about Christmas. I've already bought a couple of Christmas themed fabrics for dresses, but First for Fabrics shared some gorgeous Christmas jersey fabric that had Christmas trees on. There was a white one and then a green one, and I love the colour green. I think I must say that in every single video that I do, but they shared this gorgeous green Christmas tree fabric. I just think it's so cute. There's bare trees that are like empty trees with no leaves on that have got stars all over them, and then they've got these gorgeous Christmas trees. I just think it's such a cute fabric. I've bought 1.5 meters and I've got enough to turn it into the Tilly and the Buttons Billy jumper, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with this, and I cannot wait to wear it in December. I try and wear a Christmas themed outfit every single day in the run up to Christmas, starting on the 1st of December. I don't have enough outfits or Christmas themed garments to wear a different one every day throughout the month of December, but I do have enough to wear across the week, the Christmas themed garments with jumpers and dresses mainly. So I'm looking forward to turning this into a Billy jumper. I'll just open it up for you. It feels really lovely and soft, and it is it's a sweatshirting fabric, and it's got sort of fluffy inside, so I know that it's going to be super cozy and snuggly and warm, and I just really love that colour. I think it's such a gorgeous colour, that shade of green. You can see it matches the stripes on this top. I just think it's really beautiful, so I'm really excited about turning that into a Billy jumper. I might actually get that cut out and sewn up this half term so that I've got it ready to go, because I know once we start back it's just going to be super busy again, especially with the whole nativity and learning songs and that sort of thing. So that's all the fabrics I had to share with you today. And then I have been buying some buttons and some labels because the lovely Paige Joanna has temporarily going to be stopping making labels and buttons. So she's closing her Etsy shop temporarily, and I've seen some gorgeous labels and buttons over there, and she had a discount going. So I couldn't resist buying a few things. I'm going to share with you what I've got from her. Sticking with the green theme, I've got some gorgeous green buttons. I'm not sure how many you get in this pack. 15 buttons. So I've got these gorgeous green buttons that are sort of a little bit iridescent. And they were a collaboration with Pigeon Wishes. And then I've got 2 packs of labels. The first labels say, good things take time. I just think they're really lovely. I'm going to definitely stick one of those in one of my half-term projects, if not 2 of my half-term projects. And then the next ones, I've already got a set of these, but I couldn't resist getting some more. The first one says, happiness is handmade. And then the bottom one says, Holy Stitch, I made this. I love these ones in particular with the rainbow. I think they're really cute and absolutely gorgeous. So they're going to go in my, I've got a tin that's actually bursting at the seams at the moment. That's got all my labels in. So they're going to go in there, waiting for the right project. So I'll link Paige Joanna's Etsy shop down below. I'm not sure if she's still selling or whether she's stopped, but she definitely had a few bits left when I bought those. And I bought those, I think, about a week ago. The next thing I wanted to share with you is something slightly different. It's not something that I have bought before, but I have watched from afar, and I've seen so many beautiful versions using this technique. I don't think I'm going to be able to say this correctly, but it is by the lovely Narissa, and it's the Bargello edit. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, so apologies if I am pronouncing that incorrectly. But I think it's such a fascinating technique, and I haven't dipped my toes in this craft yet. Sale going on over at the Bargello edit. So I went and had a little look, and there was a really cute little mini planter. I don't know if there's a finished photo of what the planter looks like. No, that just shows you how to attach the panels. But basically, I saw this, it was on offer, and I thought I'll have a little go because it looks like quite a tiny little thing to make. It's a mini little planter, and you get in the box the panels that you need, and then you get the threads here in the different colours, and then you also get a little needle included as well, and then you also get the instructions all pinned together, so I can work my way through how to create this beautiful planter. That is the design of what I'm aiming for. So I'm looking forward to giving this a try because this is something completely different. And I thought I would be able to do this in the evenings when I don't quite have enough energy to sew, but I still want to do some kind of crafting because I'm still trying to teach myself how to knit and how to crochet. I'm getting there ever so slowly, but it is very, very, very slow progress. So I thought, why not try something completely different? So I'm going to give this a little try. So I will link the Bargello edit down below. I'm probably saying it completely wrong, but I will link them down below if you want to go and check out their website because they had lots of different sort of packs that you could purchase. I thought it'd be really fun to just try something completely different. And then over on their website, they also had some pom-poms on sale. Now, I absolutely love a pom-pom, and I've always wanted to make a Christmas jumper, although I don't think it necessarily needs to be Christmas, but I've always wanted to make a jumper that's got pom-poms all over it. So I bought a couple of boxes of these pastel-y pom-poms, and I'm just looking for the right shade of jersey fabric. I think I would like a mint green fabric or a baby pink sweatshirting fabric. And then the jumper that I think I'm going to use is the Tilly and the Buttons Billy sweatshirt jumper. I'm going to sew it up and then I'm going to stitch on loads of pom-poms all over it. Now I did think about, because I've got a Cricut Maker, but I haven't actually used it for a huge amount of things yet, but I did think about using the Cricut Maker to sort of cut out using vinyl a Christmas tree and then maybe use the pom-poms for the baubles all over the Christmas tree, and then I thought that would be a really fun jumper that I could wear to school. Alternatively, I'm just going to sew up a plain jumper and then just attach pom-poms all over the sleeves, all over the front, all over the back. And again, that would be a really fun snuggly jumper that I could get lots and lots of wear out of. So a couple of ideas there, but these pom-poms are just really beautiful. I absolutely love the colours. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. And I couldn't resist. I think they were like £1.50 a box or something. Really cheap. So I bought 2 boxes and I'm really excited about that project as well. So the next thing I wanted to share with you is a new pattern that's just been released by Deer and Doe. And I have got the pattern printed in front of me so I can show you. But it's this pattern. I'm probably going to say it incorrectly, but it's the Orage pattern by Deer and Doe. These are the different variations that you get with the one pattern. So I felt like it was really good value because you can sew up this gorgeous dress, and actually one of the versions that they've shared is beautiful. I think it might be in a stretch velvet. It's absolutely gorgeous. And what I really love about this dress, you're probably not going to be able to see it, but there's this gorgeous little subtle cutaway detail here, and it's really close fitting on the top, and then this skirt detail is beautiful. And then you've got the top, you've got a cropped top, and then you've got a skirt version as well. I just think it's such good value for a pattern where you get all those different variations in one. It comes in 2 different size bandings, so a 34 to a 48 or a 46 to a 60. So it's a dress and top pattern. It's designed for very fluid knit fabrics, like very lightweight to lightweight jersey, like a rayon, bamboo, wool or silk, with 60% stretch. I'm really looking forward to trying the dress version, but also the skirt version. I think it's such a beautiful pattern, and it's not something that I've got in my pattern stash yet. So I'm really looking forward to giving it a try. So yeah, recommended fabrics, very lightweight to lightweight jersey or interlock knits like rayon, lyocell, bamboo, wool or silk, containing elastane with at least 60% stretch. I'll just share the line drawings with you for each version. So this is version A, which is the dress. I love the shape of that skirt, and this is the detail that I love the most, this very subtle cutout detail. I'll put a picture in of the model wearing that version. That's what made me really fall in love with the pattern. Version B has got this sort of square neckline. It looks like 3/4 length sleeves, but they look like they're easy to extend if they're not full length sleeves. And then version C looks like a cropped top, short sleeves. And then version D is a skirt, which I absolutely love the look of. I'm looking forward to giving this one a try, and then also giving version A, which is the dress, a try. I'm really excited about that pattern. So the next thing I wanted to share with you is a YouTube channel, and it's the lovely Rachel, who is Stitch and Pearl. And the reason I heard of Rachel's YouTube channel was because she's just done an interview with the lovely Georgie, who runs the fabric shop Hey So Sister, which I absolutely adore. I get a lot of my fabric from Hey So Sister. And Georgie shared the interview in her stories. So I went over to Stitch and Pearl, subscribed to their channel, and then I watched the video, the interview with Georgie. It's a really lovely interview, really lovely relaxed chat. So I definitely recommend going over and giving Stitch and Pearl a follow and watching the video with Georgie. And it's really lovely to hear them both chatting. So do head over to Stitch and Pearl, give Rachel a little follow, and also watch the interview because I really enjoyed it. And there's other videos on Rachel's channel as well, not just the interview with Georgie. So the final thing I always like to finish my videos with are some sewing plans. I have a lot of sewing plans. I am very ambitious about half term. I can't wait to get stuck into some sewing, and I've got some projects that I have had in mind to sew up in half term for absolutely ages. So I'm really excited about getting started. So the first one is, well, 2 of the projects actually. I'm just going to grab the fabric. So 2 of the projects are using quilting fabric, and they're both quilting fabrics that I got from Fabric Godmother. So it's this absolutely amazing Big Cat quilted fabric. So it's black, it's got the wadding as you can see, and then on the inside it's black as well. I bought this absolutely ages ago. I think when I had got round to sewing up my rainbow bomber jacket, somebody shared that Fabric Godmother had this in, and my class is called Tiger Class, so I just had to get some. And I'm definitely going to turn this into a bomber jacket using the same pattern that I did for my rainbow bomber jacket, which is a pattern from the Great British Sewing Bee book. So I'm going to use that pattern. I really enjoyed sewing that up previously using the rainbow quilted fabric from Fabric Godmother, and that's what I'm going to do with this. I've got a zip, I've got the ribbing to go with it, and I'm all set. I just needed the headspace and I needed the time. So that's definitely going to get sewn up this half term. I cannot wait. I'm very excited about that. And then I bought this sort of iridescent pink quilted fabric from Fabric Godmother a couple of weeks ago. I fell in love with it as soon as it was shared in the Fabric Godmother stories. And I was going to turn this into a bomber jacket as well. But one of my friends that I work with came into work with this really gorgeous sort of oversized, well, it wasn't even oversized actually, it was just a very long, snuggly, quilted sort of gilet type jacket. So it was a jacket that had no sleeves. It was zip up, really cozy. I think it had quite a high collar. So it didn't have a hood, but it had a high collar and it zipped all the way up and it stopped at her knees. And I'm thinking, actually, instead of turning this into a bomber jacket, I can just see myself wrapped up in this in the school day, especially when I'm outside. And I just think it would be a really lovely snuggly layer to wear. I think the children would love it because it's iridescent and pink. But now I don't know what pattern to use. I did think about using the Tilly and the Buttons Eden coat, but that's a pattern that requires you to line it. And I wouldn't need to line it because it's already lined. So my question to you all is, do you know of a pattern that fits the bill? It might be a pattern that I've already got. I think I might need to just get all of my patterns out and go through them. But I basically would like a long coat pattern. I think I would put sleeves into it because I have got the New Craft House everyday waistcoat, and I thought maybe I could just extend that. But I think I would like to have sleeves, and I've got enough of the fabric to put sleeves on the coat. I'd like it to be able to zip up and possibly have sort of quite a high collar or have a hood, because I just want to be as cozy and wrapped up in this fabric as possible. But I'd really love the coat to go, I'd really like it to stop at my knee, because I can just imagine that then feeling like a lovely cozy blanket. So if anyone can think of any coat patterns that don't need lining that I would be able to use this quilted fabric for, and actually the more I think about it, the more I think a hood in this fabric, just excuse me whilst I drape it all over myself, I think that would be actually really cozy and warm and snuggly. So maybe I do need a hood, just draping myself in this gorgeous fabric. Please let me know if you can think of any patterns, or if you think the Eden would work. I'm saying the Eden because it's already a pattern I've got. But yeah, I don't know if the Eden would work where I just don't line it. I'd love your thoughts and suggestions. Please help, because I'm really keen to get that sewn up this half term as well. And then I have got some needle cord fabric that I shared. I think I might have shared these last weekend. So I've got the dinosaur one. This is 100% becoming some Yanta overalls. Cannot wait. I'm really excited about sewing that up. And actually, I think these would go with this top. I think that would go perfectly, and then I can wear them to school. And then I've got this needle cord that I got from Sew Me Sunshine. Again, it's green, and that would go with this top as well. It's got these gorgeous embroidered flowers all over it, and I wasn't sure what to turn this into. I didn't know whether I should turn it into another pair of Yanta overalls, or whether I've got too many pairs of Yanta overalls, or whether I should use a different pattern. I was actually thinking of using this fabric for the new True Bias Riley dungarees, which I've now managed to print the pattern. I sent it off to get copy shop, but I've printed this booklet myself. This is the version that I want to turn it into, and I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this version. I think it's going to be a nice slow project, and there's going to be lots of really lovely details to that project as well. My only hesitation is the fabric recommendations, because they recommend medium to heavyweight, medium to heavy bottom weight fabrics with little to no stretch, like a denim, corduroy, twill and linen. Keep the strength of your sewing machine in mind when choosing the weight of your fabric, as there are many steps that have lots and lots of layers. This isn't, I wouldn't describe this as a medium to heavyweight fabric. It hasn't got any stretch. Maybe there is a tiny bit of stretch, not really. It's quite a lightweight fabric. I don't know if that would matter when considering using it for this pattern. I have got some denim in my stash. I've got about 5 meters of denim to turn into some jeans and also some dungarees. So I was thinking I could start with the denim and sew a pair of denim overalls, because I would definitely get loads of wear out of those. And then once I've sort of worn them to see what they're like, because that's a medium weight denim, then I would be able to work out whether this would work for the Riley dungarees. Because what I don't want to do is use this for this and it just completely doesn't work, because I really love this fabric. So I think I've just talked myself into a plan for half term. I think I'm going to use the denim that I've got to sew up a pair of these, and then test it out and see if this needle cord would work well for this pattern. If it doesn't, then I think I'm going to turn this into a pair of Yanta overalls, because I've sewn up the Yanta overalls with a lighter weight needle cord and it's worked absolutely fine. So those are a few of my plans for half term. I'm sure there'll be lots of other things that I get round to sewing up as well, including I've got a floral Marnie that's been cut out for a couple of weeks, as well as sewing up my pumpkin themed dress and my Christmas jumper. I'm going to keep my eyes out for some more gorgeous Christmas fabrics. And then I've got a couple of pieces of jersey fabric here that I just need to figure out what I'm going to do. This one I got from New Craft House and it's a really lightweight cotton jersey. I think this might just end up becoming one of these tops. So the Freya top, I think that would work really nicely. And then I've got this fabric that I've had for ages and it's really bouncy. I think that's probably just going to become a cardigan, I think. So those are all of my plans for half term. Like I said, there will be other things that I definitely get round to sewing up. So that was everything that I wanted to share with you this week. I hope you've enjoyed hearing what I've been getting up to. A little bit of sewing, a little bit more than last week. I'm definitely feeling like my sojo is back. And I just wanted to say, again, like I said at the beginning, thank you so much for all of your kind comments and just getting in touch. I really, really appreciate it, and I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate you coming back and watching my videos time and time again as well. So thank you so much. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, it'd be really great if you could hit that subscribe button, because you'll get notified of when I bring out my next video. Thank you as always for watching. Take care, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.